也上班，快说！站起来！
Recent typhoons have taken a brutal toll on China's economy, causing billions of dollars in damage and affecting millions of lives. From collapsed homes and flooded cities to widespread blackouts and communication blackouts, the destruction has been immense. Today we'll take a closer look at just how powerful these storms were, how magnitude of these storms, Super Typhoon Yagi and Typhoon Kongray, shattered daily life, and examine the chaotic aftermath left behind. Real-world footage and reports reveal a grim landscape of total destruction, showcasing the true cost of nature's fury. In early September 2024, Super Typhoon Yagi made landfall in Wenchang, Hainan province, and rapidly cemented itself as the most powerful storm to strike China that year. With sustained wind speeds reaching 234 kilometers per hour and gusts soaring above 245 kilometers per hour, Yagi left a trail of shattered towns and broken lives in its path. While neighboring Chiang Mai's Chatu station reported gusts at 224 kilometers per hour. These hurricane-force winds weren't just numbers. They ripped off rooftops, overturned buses, shattered glass, and sent debris hurtling through the air like missiles.
Hey, get in here!
Typhoon Yagi caused an estimated $11 billion in total direct economic losses in China, particularly affecting southern regions like Hainan 5. Additional reports indicate that the combined economic loss in China due to Typhoon Yagi was approximately 80 billion yuan, equivalent to $11 billion. As Yagi moved inland, It unleashed a deluge of rain that overwhelmed entire provinces. The capital of Hainan, Haikou, bore the brunt of this watery assault with 525 millimeters of rainfall, turning city streets into rivers and metro tunnels into traps. There, major rivers such as the Zuo River swelled beyond capacity, flooding urban districts, farmlands, and rural communities.
灾難島有一個睇水，洪水泛濫啊！
Families watched helplessly as rising waters engulfed their homes, vehicles, and businesses within hours. Coastal communities were battered by storm surges that reached heights of up to 3 meters. This wall of seawater plowed into villages and harbors, devastating marine industries and eroding the coastline. In terms of infrastructure, Yagi's wrath was nothing short of catastrophic. In Hainan province alone, more than 57,000 houses were either damaged or completely destroyed. Wenchang City alone accounted for 25,000 of those homes, many reduced to little more than rubble. Fallen trees and power lines blocked nearly a third of the area's roads, isolating communities and complicating rescue efforts. In Haikou, 32,424 buildings suffered structural damage, while 401 homes collapsed entirely. Across the region, schools, hospitals, bridges, and communication towers were also severely affected, delaying emergency aid and jeopardizing public safety. Barely 2 months after Yagi's devastation, in November 2024, Typhoon Kongray arrived as a late-season menace, targeting Taiwan and China's eastern coast. While less intense than Yagi, Kong-rey still carried sustained winds of 184 kilometers per hour, with gusts reaching up to 227 kilometers per hour. It initially struck Taiwan before making its way toward Zhejiang and Fujian provinces, where it unleashed powerful winds and record-setting rainfall that paralyzed cities and ports. The rainfall associated with Kong-rey was both historic and destructive. In Linhai, Zhejiang, meteorologists reported 216.3 millimeters of rain, setting a new record for November rainfall.
地铁站门口，这边扫出了大量的。 Shanghai, China's financial capital, saw its heaviest November rainfall ever, with 252 millimeters falling in a single 24-hour period. The infrastructure damage from Kong-rey, while less extensive than Yagi, was still deeply felt. Over 300 homes were reported collapsed or structurally compromised, and roads across eastern cities cracked under flood pressure or were blocked by debris.
Emergency services were on high alert as many towns faced intermittent power outages, leaving homes and hospitals reliant on generators. Public transportation was paralyzed. Ferries, flights, and buses were suspended across Zhejiang, leaving thousands stranded. Together, Super Typhoon Yagi and Typhoon Kongray represent a one-two punch that has deeply rattled China's southern and eastern regions.